A diamond is a very beautiful thing, and that is exactly what we here at KUAM are celebrating, our 60th anniversary of being on your television airwaves. Thanks so much for joining us again. I'm Jason Salas. Now, the lovely Joan Aguon Charfauros always hosts In the Mix, and tonight she is in the chair, in the hot seat. Hi, Joan.
Good segue.
Yeah, no pressure, by the way. So this is the 6 for 60 challenge, where each week, it's actually part of a two-part segment. We feature one member of our news team who asks questions about a particular decade that KUAM was on the air, and then later after the show, you can actually take part in our 6 for 60 challenge community edition. But, Joan, let's go ahead and take a look at our leaderboard to see the KUAM news members who already participated. Of course, week one, the gentleman himself, Nestor finished 5 of 6, so he did very, very well. And then news director, Sabrina Matanani, in week two, got that same score, 5 for 6. So again, no pressure.
No pressure whatsoever.
However, anybody who has ever met Joan knows she is an absolute savant of 90s trivia, and that is the decade we're handling.
I think I would have done better in 80s, but okay, let's give it a shot on the 90s.
Okay, for purposes of full disclosure, we did have a lengthy debate about this, whether she could do 80s or 90s, but you're doing the 90s, so you ready to go?
Let's go for it.
All right, we got this, Guam, as we so often say. All right, question number 1. Which current KUAM News Team member anchored the morning show Buenas in the early 90s? Once again, Joan, which current member of the KUAM News Team anchored the morning show? It was called Buenas, and it was in the early 1990s.
I'm going to say Nestor.
Ding, ding, ding. Very, very good. Yes, he is our contributing reporter and, of course, the managing editor of the very wonderful Guamanian magazine publication.
Wednesday,
Nestor,
February
in the late 80s and early 90s, was also news director here at KUAM, and he produced and hosted the popular morning show Buenas with the very lovely Ginger Cruz, formerly Ginger Crundon. Yeah, that was a really good show. I watched it a lot in high school. All right, here we go. Number 2, question number 2, Joan. Which major aviation tragedy happened on Guam on August 6th of 1997? A major aviation tragedy happened on our shores on August 6th of 1997. What was that?
It was a Korean Air flight. I don't know the flight number.
Okay, very
Korean
good.
Air.
2 for 2, because that was KAL Flight 801. And that happened, it was a flight originating from Seoul, carrying 254 passengers aboard a Boeing 747. It slammed into a remote area of Nimitz Hill. That was a event that shocked, dismayed our island community. So many people rushed to help, but it was absolutely horrific. Many people remember that. And it was a very, very dark day.
Senior year. So yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, I was a year out of college, actually. That's right. Okay. On a more positive note, question number 3, 2 for 2 so far. You're doing very well. What news magazine, hosted by Grace Lee, a former KUAM news reporter, premiered on KUAM in the year also 1997? So you got 3 choices.
Okay.
What news magazine that Grace Lee hosted premiered right here on our airwaves in 1997? Was it Dateline Guam? Was it Island Focus? Or was it Around the Island?
Gonna go with B, Island Focus.
Island Focus. You are 100% so far. Very, very good. Of course, Island Focus. Everybody watched it. Everybody loved it. These were the days when you couldn't really stream stuff, so everybody tuned into KUAM to watch what Grace and our very own Carlito Rozansky were covering. It was beloved by viewers for a variety of topics, from hard-hitting stories such as notorious unsolved crimes to undercover investigations on credit card fraud and prostitution, to even lighthearted episodes like the Miss Pacificana pageant and local delicacies. Now, what's interesting is the other choices you had there for the multiple choice, they were also alternative titles. Those were being considered, but they went with Island Focus.
Probably like thought up by Bree because she's great at the titles.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, question number 4. Okay. Which NBC sitcom, and you are a TV junkie, which NBC sitcom set in New York City, the Big Apple, premiered in the fall of 1994 and is largely credited as the driving force behind the network's must-see TV Thursday night lineup? Was it Friends, Seinfeld, or Will and Grace?
I'm gonna go with Friends, A.
Very, very good. And you should get bonus points because I didn't even need to read the question twice right off the bat. Okay. Friends, absolutely correct. Monica, Chandler, Rachel, Joey, Ross, and Phoebe. Jennifer Aniston never returned my phone calls. I'm still hurting because of that. And that premiered in 1994, and it, of course, stayed on the air until its final episode in 2004. Remains one of the world's top syndicated programs today. You watch Friends a lot.
I've been binging on Netflix, so.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay, how many seasons have you watched? Beginning to end?
I can watch it over and over. It never gets old.
I think when Rachel and Ross finally kissed and everything like that, you heard everybody all over the world. Ah! Or maybe that was just me. Okay. Question number 5. Okay. If you don't know this, I will be immensely shocked. Which United States president visited Guam in 1998?
Bill Clinton.
Actually, the answer is Woodrow Wilson. No, of course it is Bill Clinton. President Bill Clinton visited Guam in November of 1998, spoke at a crowd of thousands of Guamanians, probably tens of thousands, at the governor's complex down in Adelup, and we covered his address live right here on KUAM-TV. I remember that because President Clinton walked out, he addressed the crowd, looked at all these wonderful people and said, "My fellow Americans." Remember, those were his very first words. The place went nuts.
Was that your impression of Bill Clinton?
Well, very badly
Oh,
so. So
okay.
thank you, for my Arkansas accent. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, now, if you get this next one right, you will be the leader on the KUAM leaderboard. It's a very, very coveted position. So question number 6, and your final question, Joan. For several decades, NBC held the broadcast rights for the Summer and Winter Olympic Games, as they do this year in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. What United States city held the Summer Olympics in 1996? Was it Atlanta? Was it Los Angeles? Or was it New Orleans? Atlanta, LA, or the Big Easy, New Orleans?
I'm going to go with A, Atlanta.
And Atlanta is correct.
Woo.
That was Dream Team number 2. There was also a bomb that went off in Atlanta. That was when we saw Carrie Strug. She had that absolutely amazing vault.
okay.
You know, she practically broke her ankle, and she went out there, nailed the vault on the next try. Bella Caroli carried her off. I watched that today. I'm still in tears. It was absolutely an amazing moment.
Wow, you admitted that. Okay.
No, hey, I'm a huge gymnastics fan. Yeah, that was a Magnificent 7, and you got Magnificent 6.
Yes.
You are in the lead, my dear.
Awesome.
Very good job. Okay, so everybody, Joan has a tough score to beat. Well, we want to invite you to play our 6 for 60 challenge. That is coming up at 7 p.m. tonight, live on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/KUAM News, and we'll ask you guys a whole different set of questions. You can win a really cool prize, courtesy of us here at KUAM, in commemoration of our 60th anniversary of being on the air. Joan, well done.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Great way to lead the weekend.
All right, fantastic. We'll see you there at 7. Everybody stay tuned. We are back after this.
Closed captioning is